There's probably a brown bottle sitting in the back of your bathroom cabinet right now, half forgotten, that you only ever reach for when somebody scrapes a knee. But that little bottle of hydrogen peroxide is one of the most underrated cleaning tools you own. It costs about $1. It breaks down into nothing but water and oxygen, and it can replace half the harsh chemical products under your sink. And it all starts with your drains. So grab that bottle and let's get into it. Number 1, deodorize and refresh your drains. Let's start with the big one. The reason you clicked on this video in the first place. If your kitchen or bathroom sink has that funky, sour smell that you just can't seem to get rid of, no matter how much you scrub the basin, the problem isn't the sink. It's deep inside the pipe. Here's what's actually happening down there. Every time you rinse a plate or wash your hands, tiny bits of food, grease, soap scum, and skin oils cling to the inside walls of your drain pipe. Bacteria move in, start feeding on all that organic gunk, and as they break it down, they release those foul-smelling gases that come wafting back up into your kitchen. Hydrogen peroxide handles this beautifully. It's a mild oxidizer, which means it releases oxygen that helps break apart those odor-causing organic compounds while also knocking down the bacteria producing them. To do it, just run the hot water for a few seconds to wet the pipe. Then pour about half a cup of regular 3% hydrogen peroxide, the standard kind you find at any drugstore, straight down the drain. Let it sit and bubble for about 15 minutes, then flush it through with hot water. Most of the time, the smell is gone immediately. If your drain tends to get funky often, doing this once a week keeps the buildup from ever forming in the first place. It's cheaper than any commercial drain product, and unlike those products, it won't eat away at your pipes. Number 2, break up minor clogs. While we're down in the pipes, let's talk about slow drains. You know the kind, where the water in your sink takes its sweet time disappearing, pooling around the drain like it's in no hurry to go anywhere. For light, gunky buildup, hydrogen peroxide can help loosen things up, and it works even better with a partner you already have in your pantry, baking soda. The two of them together create a gentle fizzing action that helps scrub the inside walls of your pipe and lift away the soft debris that's slowing things down. Pour about half a cup of baking soda down the drain first, then follow it with half a cup of hydrogen peroxide. You'll hear it start to foam and crackle. Let that reaction work for 15 to 30 minutes, then chase it down with a pot of hot water. Now, one honest heads up, because I want this to actually work for you. Hydrogen peroxide is not a miracle clog buster. It's fantastic for minor organic buildup and routine maintenance, but it will not blast through a solid hairball or a dense grease plug deep in your plumbing. If your sink is gurgling, backing up, or draining at a snail's pace, no matter what you try, that's your sign to grab a drain snake or call a plumber. For everyday upkeep, though, this is a great habit. Number 3, sanitize your kitchen sponge. Want to hear something kind of gross? The kitchen sponge is often the single dirtiest object in your entire home. It's wet, it's warm, it's full of food particles, and it spends all day getting wiped across surfaces. It is basically a luxury resort for bacteria. Instead of tossing your sponge out every few days, you can deep clean it with hydrogen peroxide. Mix together equal parts hydrogen peroxide and warm water in a shallow dish, then drop your sponge in and let it soak for about 10 minutes. The peroxide goes to work killing off the bacteria living deep inside all those little holes, including some of the nasty ones like E. coli and salmonella that you really don't want hanging around your kitchen. When the time's up, rinse the sponge thoroughly with clean water and let it dry. Do this a couple of times a week, and your sponge lasts longer, smells better, and stops spreading germs all over your countertops. Number 4. Disinfect cutting boards. Right alongside that sponge in the Hall of Fame of dirtiest kitchen items sits your cutting board. Think about everything that touches it. Raw chicken, raw fish, raw meat, all dripping into those little knife grooves where soap and water don't always reach. Hydrogen peroxide is perfect for this. The simplest method is to pour your peroxide into a spray bottle, ideally a dark or opaque one, and we'll talk about why in a minute, then spritz it generously across the surface of the board after you've washed it. Let it bubble and fizz for a few minutes, which is the peroxide doing its disinfecting work, then give it a good scrub and rinse it clean with water. It's a simple step that takes 30 seconds, and it gives you real peace of mind, especially after you've been cutting up raw meat. No harsh chemical residue, no weird taste left behind on your food, just a clean, sanitized board. Number 5. Whiten and brighten your laundry. Here's a fun fact that surprises almost everybody. You know all those laundry products on the store shelf with the word oxy right there in the name? The magic ingredient powering a lot of them is essentially hydrogen peroxide. So instead of paying a premium for the fancy bottle, you can often just go straight to the source. Hydrogen peroxide is a gentler, more eco-friendly alternative to chlorine bleach for keeping your white loads bright. For a standard load, add about a cup of hydrogen peroxide. You can pour it into the bleach dispenser of your machine, or dilute it with a little water and add it straight to the drum before your clothes go in. Then run your wash like normal with your usual detergent, and the peroxide works alongside it to lift dinginess and bring your whites back to life. One important word of caution here. Because it does have a mild bleaching effect, you'll want to save this trick for whites and light colors. Keep it away from your dark and brightly colored clothes unless you're going for an accidental tie-dye look. Number 6. Erase blood stains. This one feels almost like a magic trick the first time you see it. Hydrogen peroxide is remarkably good at removing fresh blood stains, whether it's a kid's scraped knee on a favorite shirt or a nick from shaving on a white towel. The trick is to act fast while the stain is still fresh. Apply the hydrogen peroxide directly onto the bloodstain, and you'll watch it immediately start to foam and bubble up. That reaction is exactly what you want. It's the peroxide breaking down the stain. Let it fizz until it settles, then dab at the area with a clean cloth to lift the blood away. Repeat the process if you need to, then just launder the item like you normally would. The same logic applies to a lot of other tough organic stains too, like grass and certain food stains. A 2-to-1 mix of hydrogen peroxide and a little dish soap makes a surprisingly powerful pre-treatment. Number 7. Deep clean the toilet bowl. Let's move into the bathroom, because hydrogen peroxide is just as much of a workhorse in there. Your toilet is an obvious target, and peroxide does a great job both cleaning it and disinfecting it, killing off harmful bacteria and viruses without the harsh fumes of commercial toilet cleaners. To tackle those stubborn rings and stains around the bowl, pour about half a cup of hydrogen peroxide directly into the toilet. Let it sit and do its thing for around 20 minutes, giving it time to break down the staining and sanitize the surface. Then take your toilet brush and scrub. Flush, and you'll be left with a noticeably brighter, fresher bowl. It's a cheap, low-effort way to keep one of the germest spots in your home genuinely clean. Number 8. Whiten dingy grout. Few things make a bathroom or kitchen look tired and grimy faster than dark, discolored grout lines between your tiles. Scrubbing them with a regular cleaner barely makes a dent. Hydrogen peroxide, on the other hand, is excellent at brightening grout back toward its original color. The most effective approach is to make a paste. Mix roughly 2 parts baking soda with 1 part hydrogen peroxide until you've got a thick, spreadable paste. Apply it right onto the grout lines. Let it sit for about 10 minutes so the peroxide can break down all that built-up staining, then scrub with a stiff brush and rinse with water. the peroxide's oxidizing action dissolves the discoloration that's been ground into the grout over the years, lifting it away so you don't have to scrub yourself into exhaustion. The difference on a neglected tile floor or shower wall can be dramatic. Number 9. Kill mold and mildew. If you've got mildew creeping along your shower caulking, spotting up your shower curtain, or hazing over your bathroom tiles, hydrogen peroxide is one of your best natural options for tackling it. Fill an opaque spray bottle with hydrogen peroxide and spray it directly onto the moldy or mildewy spots, whether that's on fixtures, walls, tile, or the shower curtain itself. Let it sit and bubble for a while so it can penetrate and break down the growth, then come back and scrub the area with a rag or sponge. The combination of the peroxide loosening the mildew and a little elbow grease usually clears it right up. Because peroxide isn't a harsh lung irritant the way bleach is, it's a gentler choice for cleaning in a small, enclosed bathroom where the fumes from stronger products can get overwhelming fast. Number 10. Streak-free mirrors and glass. Here's a use you might not expect from a disinfectant. Hydrogen peroxide makes a fantastic glass and mirror cleaner that leaves behind a clear, streak-free shine. Just spray a little hydrogen peroxide onto your mirror or glass surface, then wipe it down with a lint-free microfiber cloth. The peroxide cuts through the toothpaste flecks, water spots, and that filmy haze that builds up on a bathroom mirror over time, and because it evaporates cleanly, you're left with crystal clear glass and no annoying streaks. It works just as well on windows and glass shower doors, and it has the bonus of helping prevent mildew on those surfaces at the same time. Number 11. Disinfect the inside of your fridge. Your refrigerator is where all your food lives, so the last thing you want to clean it with is a cabinet full of harsh chemicals. Hydrogen peroxide is a perfect fit because it sanitizes effectively, but breaks down into nothing but water and oxygen, leaving no toxic residue near your food. Empty out the shelves, then spray the interior surfaces of your fridge down with hydrogen peroxide from a spray bottle. Let it sit for a few minutes to disinfect, paying special attention to any spots where something leaked or spilled, then wipe everything dry with a clean paper towel or cloth. It cleans up sticky spills, kills the bacteria that come from old or leaking food, and helps cut down on those mystery fridge odors, all without leaving behind anything you'd worry about touching your groceries. Number 12. Lift baked-on grease from pans and bakeware. We've all got that one baking sheet or pan with the burnt-on, baked-in grease that no amount of normal scrubbing will touch. It's practically fossilized at this point. Hydrogen peroxide teamed up with baking soda can finally lift it. Make a paste out of hydrogen peroxide and baking soda and spread it thickly over the stained, greasy areas of your pan or bakeware. Let it sit for a good while, giving it time to break down and loosen all that hardened gunk, then come back with a scrubby sponge and some warm water. The stains that were welded on for months will start lifting right off. It's oddly satisfying, and it'll save some of your ruined pans that you thought were past the point of no return. Number 13. Sanitize your toothbrush. This is one of those small daily hygiene upgrades that cost basically nothing. Your toothbrush spends its life in a damp bathroom, often within splashing distance of the toilet, and it goes in your mouth twice a day. Keeping it sanitized is a genuinely good idea. To do it, simply rinse or briefly soak your toothbrush in hydrogen peroxide, then rinse it off thoroughly with water before you use it again. The peroxide disinfects the bristles and helps keep bacteria from building up. The same trick works great for mouth guards and other beauty and grooming tools, things like tweezers, nail clippers, and makeup brushes that you want to keep clean but rarely think to disinfect. Number 14. Freshen smelly towels and gym clothes. You know that musty, sour smell that gets baked into bath towels and gym clothes over time, the one that somehow survives a normal wash? That's bacteria and trapped organic residue, and hydrogen peroxide is great at eliminating it at the source rather than just covering it up. For musty towels, add about a cup of hydrogen peroxide and let them soak for an hour before running them through the washer as usual. The same approach rescues funky athletic gear and sweat-soaked workout clothes that just won't come clean. The peroxide breaks down the odor-causing compounds and the bacteria producing them, so your laundry comes out actually fresh instead of just freshly perfumed. Once again, lean toward using this on lighter-colored items since the mild bleaching effect could lighten darker fabrics over repeated washes. Number 15. Disinfect high-touch surfaces. Finally, think about all the spots in your home that dozens of hands touch every single day, but almost nobody cleans. Doorknobs, light switches, cabinet handles, remote controls, your kids' toys and lunch boxes. These are exactly where germs get passed around the household. Hydrogen peroxide is a great everyday disinfectant for all of them, and because it's not a harsh lung irritant, it's safe to use around kids and anyone with respiratory sensitivities. Fill an opaque spray bottle, spritz down your high-touch surfaces, and either let it air dry or wipe it down with a clean cloth. During cold and flu season especially, a quick weekly pass over these spots can help keep whatever's going around from spreading through your whole family. Before you run off and peroxide your entire house, a few simple rules will keep you safe and get you the best results. First, stick with the standard 3% hydrogen peroxide, the kind sold at any drugstore. It's all you need for everything we covered. The much stronger industrial concentrations are harder to handle and can actually be hazardous, so there's no reason to go higher. Second, store your peroxide in its original dark bottle or in an opaque spray bottle. Hydrogen peroxide breaks down when it's exposed to light, which is exactly why it comes in that brown bottle in the first place. Pour it into a clear container and you'll slowly turn it into plain water. And third, the most important rule of all, never mix hydrogen peroxide with other cleaning chemicals. Combining it with bleach or with vinegar in a closed space like a drain can create harmful, corrosive reactions. Use it on its own or pair it only with baking soda, which is perfectly safe. When in doubt, just use it by itself. So the next time you reach for an expensive bottle of cleaner, remember that little brown bottle in the cabinet can probably do the job for a fraction of the price. Start with your drains tonight and work your way through the rest of the house from there. Thanks for watching. If this video gave you some useful ideas, give it a like and share it with a friend. It really helps us out. And if you want to see more videos like this one, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a thing.